Thanks, Chris, and good afternoon, everyone. It's a real pleasure to stand here today and be able to talk to you about the launch of our new investment funds. I think that the key starting point is probably just to look at what our existing investment proposition is. Boolers are the investment managers. Myself and the other members of the investment committee, we make all of the decisions on where and how to invest client assets. All of our discretionary assets are held on Pershing's platform, and Pershing are part of Bank of New York, so obviously carry some significant financial security. We then have the portfolios that we manage. So we put together a portfolio of collective investment funds that gives us exposure to different types of assets, different geographical areas, different investment styles, and market capitalizations. And that's all done through, obviously, a variety of different funds with different investment groups. So what's changing? Well, first and foremost, we, Boolers, will remain responsible for all of the investment management. All we are doing is taking our existing investment proposition and wrapping it inside the legal structure of what is called an open-ended investment company, or commonly referred to as an OEIC. To perform that legal requirement, we have selected IFSL, who are part of the Marlborough Group, to act as the Authorised Corporate Director, or ACD. IFSL are one of the main UK ACD providers and currently oversee 90 funds with £16 billion worth of assets. The other important components of the funds are the depository and the custodian. NatWest will be our depository, and they're responsible for safeguarding investor interests and the general checks and balances. We then have HSBC as the custodian, and they will hold all of our fund assets in fully segregated accounts. All of the funds will remain on Pershing's platform, and they provide us with the reporting and the valuation facilities. We're launching 3 investment funds. These will mirror our existing risk profiles of cautious, balanced, and adventurous. The underlying portfolios will have exactly the same investment process, the same principles, the same investment team, and the same existing model as our model portfolios now. All we are doing is wrapping all of that proposition inside the framework of the open-ended investment company. Moving on to some of the benefits, Chris has already alluded and highlighted some of the key reasons why we were launching the funds. High up on the list is the access to more beneficial rebates and discounts. Under our existing portfolios, we're unable to accept any rebates, and sometimes we can't get access to more preferential share classes. With the launch of the funds, this unlocks those extra discounts that we think is going to keep driving down costs ongoing. Next, we have extra oversight of our investment process. So IFSL have their own risk and compliance team, and they will review our funds each year to make sure that we are acting in the best interests of our clients. The funds also allow us to access to more specialist investment options. One good example being investment trusts, and that's quite timely given the US hedge fund SABA's interest in many trusts within the sector at the moment. And then we have improved market timing. The fund structure will benefit us because we'll be placing one trade to buy something or one trade to sell something, rather than thousands of trades across all of the model portfolios. So looking at a comparison of fees that Chris has already alluded to, on the left-hand side, we have our existing fee structure. On the right-hand side, we have our new fee structure. And this is all based on a collective portfolio value of £1 million in our balanced risk portfolio. The launch of the funds necessitates that we split out our investment management fee from our advice fee. Previously, that's been bundled together, as we can see on the left-hand side, and the other existing components of charges are the platform fees and the underlying funds that we select. With the launch of the funds, we're able to negotiate better terms, so we can see that the platform cost and the underlying portfolio costs reduce. There is an additional cost for the ACD services and the custodian and depository. But what we're aiming for is that initially charges are slightly reduced, but with that commitment that Chris mentioned, that we're going to keep driving down those costs. The more assets we build up, we can keep going back and getting better and better terms on what we're investing in. So as per the previous slide, we're splitting out the advice fee. We've taken that opportunity to review our advice fees, and we're introducing a new tiered structure that will benefit clients and reduce down those advice fees as assets grow in value. So what are the next steps? We're going to be contacting clients with details of the new funds. We've got a brochure on the table that explains what's happening. And there'll be a simple side letter that we need agreement to move to the new charging structure. In the main, this is going to be issued through our Wealth Focus app, and that will allow people to sign their agreement electronically. We will have paper versions wherever it's required. It's been really exciting to talk about the launch of our new investment funds. There are lots of things that we can be discussing with clients. If anybody would like any more information, please get in touch with your usual financial planner or any member of the investment team.